Welcome to another edition of 42 Straight Years In, Volume 1, Part 44. The crackheads being low key this morning. Everything is normal. I just had a subscriber drive by and blow at me. I was out walking around in the driveway. That's my report from Crackhead Central. This morning, I'm going to do a video on a guy named Frank Diggs. Him and I served time together at the Eastham unit and the Styles unit. So I personally know this guy. And he was killed at the Wynn unit in Huntsville. The Wynn unit is an industrial unit. It houses 2,300 inmates with a trustee camp of 321. It opened in 1883. It has 416 cells for administrative segregation. Okay, before we get started, y'all know what it is. I got my motherfucking shank ready to ride. So let's ride, y'all. For most of his life, Frank Diggs was not a nice guy. He racked up a string of felony convictions for violent offenses, once even shooting his own brother. But around 15 years ago, he was serving a life sentence in a Texas prison. He started to change, family members say. He calmed down some. He began helping others through his work as a jailhouse lawyer, and he found God. And on the evening of October the 5th, 5 correctional officers stormed his solitary confinement cell at the Wynn unit in Huntsville, looking to retrieve a container from the 63-year-old slim inmate that he had used to toss water on them. After spraying his cell with chemical agents, they went inside. The altercation that followed left Diggs unresponsive, his face blooded and his eyes swollen shut, and he had to be flown to a Houston hospital for treatment of his injuries. He lingered on life support for a few days, then died. First of all, the Wynn is an old-ass fucking unit except for the new cell blocks. There's no fucking hot water in them fucking cells. If he was in solitary confinement, he has no property. The only container he have would be from a milk carton. There's no fucking hot water in that cell. So he threw water on him. Now the wear and tear of a life sentence, some guys just can't handle it. You know, his other stints in prison was for numbers that he could see he could see the light at the end of the tunnel. When they give you life, you got to go in there and deal with these parole officers. You've been to prison 2 or 3 times. Hell, they'll tell you, hey, we granted you parole on this sentence right here. You only stayed out a year, and now you got life. You got to put up with this bullshit, and you got to have a good parole plan. And sometimes that don't necessarily mean nothing. I know guys who've been locked up 20 years don't even get disciplinary. They participate in every program that the institution has. They even sign up for other programs and get transferred to other institutions just to make their parole look good. They still not granted parole. They will tell you it's the crime you committed, even though they'll tell you you need all these programs to show rehabilitation. They still go by the crime you committed. Or if that DA entered in your file, should this inmate be granted parole or not? Or you got a victim impact statement in your commitment papers, you would not be making parole because the parole officer's reading it. She already studied your case before they call you in the interview. Once I was at the Styles unit and I was talking to this young white inmate. He wasn't necessarily young, but he was younger than I was. And he told me, he said, man, all these old black old schools, man, they racial as hell. You say, man, they'll put the Ku Klux Klan to shame. He said, I don't believe a white man did nothing to these guys, man. They just fucking racist. I say, man, I was here when this was a fucked up prison. You think it's fucked up now. You ain't seen shit. I said, all the guards was white when I was at Ramsey Unit. Had one old black Uncle Sambo guard at the whole fucking Ramsey Unit. They keep him in the outside picket. It's rare you see him working on the inside because they didn't need guards on the inside. Inmates were the guards. I said, who you think was fucking over these guys out in the field, hitting them with fucking whips, sicking the fucking dogs on them, and beating the hell out of them, hanging them by handcuffs, and all this fucking shit, starving them in that solitary confinement? Who the fuck you think was doing that? It wasn't no fucking Chinese. So they got every fucking right to be hateful. Look how they was fucking treated. I say, you lucky you can stand here and talk to me and I don't just cut your motherfucking throat on general principles. I say, but I got an open mind. That's the way things was. You know, I can't go forward by continuously living in the past. That's the way it was. That don't mean you can do that shit to me now. That wouldn't even fly with me. I might want to have the fucking death sentence, but your ass gonna be in the fucking morgue. Simple as that. And he just couldn't visualize how these guys were. You know, they'd be sitting there playing chess, and he'd go to an old school black guy and say, "Hey, who got next?" And he'd go all the way off on ready to fight. "Fuck you, you motherfucker! Get your punk ass away from this goddamn table. I don't want to fuck with you." And that fucked him up. These guys been through hell. That's why they're like that. He asked me, he said, you was here then, why you not like those guys? I say, shit, I'm just like them. I say, but I'm open-minded. I can't change what happened to me in the past. All I can do is continuously move forward. That happened to me. It happened to a lot of other guys. Hell, it was white guys here get fucked over. But Hispanic guys got the same fucking treatment. They got out of line, people would kick the shit out of their ass. They didn't give a fuck by what color you was. They did not care. I told him, I said, I would love to see you meet the field boss we used to have, old Lord, and you would change your fucking opinion on why these guys got this fucking hate in them. I'd love to see you meet him. I'd love to see you meet Wildcat and see what he was like, or Captain Bad. I'd like to see you go up and try to talk to this man with some sense and see how that's going to work for you. Anyway, I got my 5 truths of life. Truth number 1, nobody is real in this world except your parents. Truth number 2, a poor person has no friends. Truth number 3, people do not like good thoughts, they like good looks. Truth number 4, people respect the money, not the person. Truth number 5, the person you love the most will hurt you the most. Simply amazing. Those are some of my truths. This list would be long as hell. I'd be here all day reading off additional truth. But I'm going to just run with what I got. Just some thoughts came across my mind. The WIN unit is in Huntsville. That's the headquarters for Texas Prison. Most of the units in that area are fucking strict as fucking hell. And the WIN unit got zero tolerance on any kind of bullshit. They don't lie. No fucking gang activity. They don't lie. They will seg your ass. They don't even take you and put you in pre-hearing detention at the WIN. They take you straight to fucking ad seg, then bring you the papers while you in ad seg. Showing you ain't gonna get out of this motherfucker. Got a lot of ex-gang members there. Like I said, it's an industrial unit. They don't do all these fucking lockdowns. They only do the every 6 month shakedown, and it's over with in about 3 fucking days because they got all them fucking plants they got to run. All them fucking lights in place. They got to produce mattresses. They got diesel mechanic. It's the logistic for all the 18-wheelers. They got one of the main big commissaries that transport goods to all the other prisons in that region. Those industries got to run. So they ain't gonna put up with no bullshit at the WIN unit. I only lasted at that motherfucker 6 fucking months. And I was out of there. 6 months. The major told me from day one, he said, say, man, you got a fucked up fucking record. They transferred me to the wind unit from Bill Clements unit in Amarillo in 1999. He said, you got a fucked up record. He said, I'm going to tell you something. We don't like none of this shit over here at all. He said, you ain't even got to fight. You ain't got to hurt not one inmate over here. Just slide a little note under my door and I'll go deal with it. It's Snitch City at that motherfucker. All you got to do is write an I-60, slide it under Major's door. I guarantee you before that day is over with, Gang Intelligence Office going to be rolling up in that day room, handcuffing this guy, escorting his ass to lockup. Just on your fucking word. So you can't go over there playing the game shit. If you Hispanic, there's a lot of Hispanic ex-gang members there. They know who the gang members are if you're Hispanic. They're going to tell it on your goddamn ass. You're going to be locked up. Most of the blacks over there, a lot of them are old school blacks. They ain't playing no gang shit. A lot of the white inmates the same way. They got a good ass fucking college program at Wind Unit. They got probably one of the best gyms in the Texas prison system. And it's ran like clockwork. The food is good. The dining room is clean. The showers are good. And you right there at the outside. You can go on the rec yard and talk to people over there putting gas in their car. Or if you're up on 4 row, you can look at 45, see the cars going down 45, hear all the traffic and everything. You know, it's the unit to do time, but at that particular time, I was in my slowing down mode, but I had to slow down all the way. It took me some time before I'd say, hey, I got to leave all the bullshit alone, use my fucking brain to make it in this motherfucker. Dumb shit is out the window. Well, I've seen them indicting motherfuckers for every little bullshit they was indicting people. And you go to that fucking SEG for violence, you is stuck. Like the guy in my last video who killed his cell partner up at the Telford unit, he got a minimum of 10 years in high security before they even think about letting him out. And if he started banging on the doors and getting disciplinary in high security, he'll be in there 25 fucking years or he'll die in that fucker. The only good thing came out of his case, if he ever released from Ad SEG, he'll never have a cell partner again. He'll be single cell for the rest of the time he in Texas Department of Criminal Justice. That's the only good thing come out of it. But he'll die an old man in prison if he don't get released from SEG and somebody kill him. I don't know later today if I'm going to bring another video. I don't know. So I got to get an oil change. I got this mobile mechanic. I got to go move my car because you can't have a hot engine. I got to move my car to the shade where he can change my oil. Then I got to go run some errands after that. And I might do another video. I don't know. Keep your shanks ready at a moment's notice so we can ride. And like and subscribe. And I thank you for watching. Also, I got a lot of subscribers talking about writing a script and all this. I included my email in some of the comments. If you're interested in this project, well, contact me through email. Contact me through email, and I will give you the phone number where you can contact me at. We can talk face-to-face or video chat or however you want to do it. Y'all have a good day.